And we have breaking news out of Bismarck, where Governor Doug Burgum is addressing the continuing increase in the pressure and hospitalizations in the state. The governor indicated that since late last week, the numbers of active cases have climbed 10%. The governor said that it took 7 months for the state to reach 5,000 cases in just 3 weeks to double that number. Burgum indicated that the state's 6 largest hospitals will be working together to try and make sure that enough workers are shifted to meet demands. Look for more on this story tonight on Valley News Live at 5. And coronavirus cases have hit a milestone, more than 50 million positive cases worldwide since the pandemic began. The U.S. has also hit a new high. Nearly 600 cases have been reported in just 5 days. But today, a ray of hope from the drug giant Pfizer in the final phase of its experimental vaccine. Nancy Chen reports.
Pfizer says early data shows its experimental vaccine is 90% effective. The FDA's bar for effectiveness is 50%, so Pfizer's shot could get emergency use authorization over the next several days.
This is an RNA vaccine, so these are the instructions for the spike protein of COVID-19 that are injected in the arm, and then the human body makes the protein itself, and an immune response is made to it.
Pfizer's vaccine is one of 10 possible vaccines in late-stage testing as the U.S. hits new milestones. Cases are now rising in 26 states. In El Paso, Texas, the city has now brought in 10 mobile morgues. In Utah, hospital overcrowding prompted the governor to issue a state of emergency and a mask mandate.
Utahns may not participate in or host casual social gatherings with individuals other than those in their immediate household for the next 2 weeks.
Alaska, Arkansas, New Mexico, and Colorado all recently hit record daily case numbers. That prompted Denver's mayor to impose a 10 p.m. curfew. Now, new worries of an even larger spike. This weekend, tens of thousands participated in mass gatherings, including here in Times Square, to both protest and celebrate the presidential election results. Health experts fear there were possible super spreader events.
Anytime when you put that many people in close proximity, you do run the risk of that transmission.
The family of John Bjorkman from South Dakota says officials need to ask more from Americans.
If I could have saved my father by wearing a mask, I would have done it. And I think most people would do the same.
Bjorkman was a school administrator and spent 30 days hospitalized before passing away. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
And a new study finds an alarming link between COVID-19 and a normal heart rhythm. Researchers from Yale University looked at over 400 patients who were hospitalized with coronavirus between March and June of this year. 16% had a prior history of atrial fibrillation and 8% were diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat for the first time. The scientists found these patients had a significantly higher risk of multi-organ failure and death, regardless of any other health issues.